So what if you could turn confusing topics like annuities and Social Security into clear, easy to understand answers without all of the noise? Well, that's exactly what we're doing today on the Howdy Neighbor Retirement Show.
It's the Howdy Neighbor Retirement Show.
Howdy neighbor, I'm Michael Andrews with Andrews Insurance and Advisory. Every week we dig into real life questions about retirement, Medicare, and Social Security so you can head into retirement with more confidence and less stress. So today we've got two solid questions, one from David about annuities, and then the other one is from Denton about Social Security spousal benefits. So let's get right into it. Question number one from David. David wrote in and he doesn't know much about annuities. He's heard they're not great and he's wondering where to even start. David, I will be honest with you, annuities are one of my absolute favorite tools for retirement. I think they can be an absolute game changer depending on the level of risk that you want to take on. So there are several different types of annuities, but really we can boil them all down to three main types. The first is a fixed annuity, also called a multi-year guaranteed annuity. Think of it like a CD at the bank, except most of the time you can get a higher guaranteed interest rate from the insurance company. So you sign a contract with an insurance company, they promise to pay you a set rate for a set number of years, and everything grows tax deferred. When the term is up, you can cash it out, reinvest it, or roll it into another contract. A lot of these even let you take out a small percentage each year penalty-free. For many folks, they can be a solid alternative to bonds. Now, the second type of annuity is called a fixed indexed annuity. So this one is linked to a market index like the S&P 500, but your money isn't actually in the market. The beauty here is you can capture some of the upside when the market goes well, and then you are protected when it goes down. My favorite use for a fixed indexed annuity, though, is turning it into a guaranteed lifetime income. So in other words, what we are doing is we are going to create your own pension. You couple that with Social Security, and suddenly you've got a reliable income floor to cover your basic needs. That kind of peace of mind can also let you invest a little bit more aggressively elsewhere, knowing that your essentials are all taken care of. Now, the last one is a variable annuity, and I'll tell it to you straight. This is where a lot of the bad reputation comes from. Variable annuities are actually invested into sub-accounts, so they are like mutual funds. The growth potential is higher, but so are the risk, and the fees can be brutal. So these fees can eat up your returns and make it tough to come out ahead. Personally, I do not think that they are a great option for most people. Now, here are the drawbacks that you need to keep in mind, even with the good type of annuities. First, annuities aren't tremendously liquid. You are making a long-term commitment. So the insurance company is guaranteeing you certain benefits, and in return, they expect you to leave the money there. That's why you should never put all of your money into an annuity. And second, most guaranteed income riders don't adjust for inflation. So a dollar today won't buy the same thing in 20 years, so you've got to plan around that. At the end of the day, I think that annuities can be fantastic in the right situation. They're definitely not magic, but they can add stability, income, and peace of mind to your retirement plan. The key is understanding which type solves the problem you're trying to solve and making sure you're working with someone who is putting your best interests first. Thanks for sending that question in, and let's move on to question number two. Denton wrote in and said, "Hey Michael, I wanted to check in to see what Social Security spousal benefits are and how they work. I'm 65 years old and thinking about claiming my benefit at 67. My full retirement benefit should be about $3,000 a month, and I want to know how that works in relation to my wife's benefit." Well, thank you for sending it in, Denton. That's a great question, and this is one that I get a lot. So Social Security spousal benefits are designed so that a lower earning spouse can still receive up to 50% of the higher earner's full retirement age benefit. So that full retirement age benefit is what Social Security calls your primary insurance amount, and it's always the number that they use for spousal calculations. Here's how it works in your specific situation. With a $3,000 full retirement benefit, your wife's maximum spousal benefit would be $1,500 a month, as long as she waits until her own full retirement age to claim. It doesn't matter if you file early and collect less, or if you delay until 70 and collect more, her spousal benefit is always based on your full retirement age number. So here are a couple important notes to keep in mind. One, if your wife's own benefit is already higher than $1,500, she'll just receive her own. Social Security won't stack them. Number two, if her own benefit is less than that, the spousal benefit can step her up to the 50% mark. Number three, if she files early before her full retirement age, the spousal benefit will also get reduced. And lastly, you have to be receiving your benefit before she can claim as a spouse. So in short, if her own benefit is under $1,500 at her full retirement age, she can step up to that spousal amount. If it's already higher, then she'll stick with hers. This is one of those areas where timing really matters. Coordinating when each spouse files can mean thousands of dollars over your retirement, and filing in the wrong time could leave money on the table for both of you. So that is going to wrap it up for today's Howdy Neighbor Retirement Show. David got us thinking about annuities as a tool for steady income and diversification. And Denton's question was a great reminder that timing your Social Security spousal benefits can make a huge difference into retirement. And here is your weekly reminder from me. Do you want a second opinion? It doesn't cost anything to let me take a look, but ignoring it could cost you thousands. So if you want to take this relationship to the next level, you can always give me a call or text me at 918-842-7379 or head over to andrewsadv.com and click on Howdy Neighbor to book a time that works for you. Don't forget to like and follow our Facebook and YouTube page so you never miss an episode. Thanks again for listening, and we will see you all here next week on the Howdy Neighbor Retirement Show. Thanks.
It's the Howdy Neighbor Retirement Show, helping you plan so your money will grow.